Well, if someone would tell me 6 months ago that we're gonna have such a crisis, I'd say that he's an idiot.
In the past 2 weeks, the number of cases of COVID-19 outside China has increased 13-fold.
Il n'y a pas de précédent dans notre histoire.
Cases could double every 5 or 6 days.
Под ударом оказалась вся мировая экономика.
The question was asked, would you be angry at China?
Thousands more are fighting for their lives in hospitals.
I still have a temperature. Now is the time for everyone to stop non-essential contact with others. Please stick with the guidance now.
Обращаюсь ко всем гражданам страны. Давайте не будем поступать, полагаясь на наше русское авось.
That COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
But if they were knowingly responsible, yeah, then there should be consequences.
Move back to the city sidewalk on the other side. Move back.
Stay at home, folks. Protect our NHS. Save lives.
Health authorities have activated their most serious response level
after an outbreak of a new type of viral pneumonia
in central China.
It's about a month and a half since I'm back home, Europe is locked down, and WHO characterized COVID-19 as a pandemic. There are tons of videos across the YouTube about the virus, where it comes from, and what we can do to fight the virus, so I just want to say a few words about it. Important thing is that it's not as contagious as measles, but it's more contagious than the seasonal flu. Each person with the seasonal flu can get 1 or 2 people sick, so in 10 rounds it's 56 sick people. But with the COVID-19, the numbers are different. In 10 rounds, it's more than 2,000 sick people. Also, the main difference is that once you're infected, you may feel the first symptoms in 5 or 7 days, but you may be already contagious. And about 80% of infected people may have only light symptoms, but they are contagious to other people. So what we can do is keep in social distancing, avoid necessary contacts, and take care of our parents, as well as elderly people, especially with underlying chronic diseases, in order to flatten the curve and help the doctors. Now what about aviation? Aviation industry was significantly affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Almost all airlines ran up to 80% of their fleet. Here are some screenshots before and after the traffic ban. Airlines, they cannot keep their planes on the ground such a long time with enormous losses. There are a lot of people working in the aviation industry. Luckily, some European governments, they pay salaries to all the employees, but they cannot do this forever. Definitely going to be airlines that are going to be bankrupt this year. However, some airlines may benefit from the new market possibilities, such as Wizz Air or Ryanair. No doubt this madness will be over, and we'll have to live with the consequences of the crisis and with the virus, as it's not going to disappear anywhere. People cannot stay home for such a long time. People want to get back to normal life as soon as possible, despite the presence of the virus. What does this mean? It means that people will get back to work, they will get together, they will have parties, and they will travel. I know people that don't want to refund their tickets. I even know some guys who want to buy cheap tickets with open dates so they can travel as soon as the travel ban is over. Of course, there will be people that will be afraid to fly, or simply they won't be able to afford it because they lost their jobs. But anyway, it's not the end of the aviation industry. On the other hand, there might be some restrictions and requirements from the authorities and from the government. For example, there may be some requirements for the passenger's seat allocation within the cabin in order to provide the social distancing. However, it maybe is not as effective if you have a few hours flight. Of course, people have to wear gloves and masks in addition to that. Also, governments may require you to have fresh COVID-19 test prior to your arrival, or even prior to board the airplane. So everything said before is about airlines, but what about business aviation? I already had passengers that were afraid to fly business class, and they chartered airplane because they wanted to avoid unnecessary contacts and fly privately. So what I want to say is that anyway, you're going to be affected by the virus, but not that heavily as the airlines, because those guys that can fly private jets, they will continue to fly in the private jets. And even those guys that were flying business class before, they may consider switching to the smaller private jets just to avoid unnecessary contact. What I hear from my colleagues from other companies is that there is demand for the private flights. However, sometimes it's quite difficult to get all the permissions for the flights. Sometimes it's even impossible. So now we all wait when we're gonna get back to normal life. I also can't wait to get a haircut. And I'm sure the life is gonna be as it was half a year ago due to all possible future restrictions. And now the main difference is that it's not whether you're gonna get the coronavirus. The question is when you're gonna get the coronavirus. And this could mean a difference between life and death, and maybe for even someone you know. These are just my thoughts. I'm not a doctor, nor a virus specialist. I'm a pilot. Please let me know what you think about the future restrictions, how it's gonna affect our normal life, and how it's gonna affect aviation. I cannot get back to my office, cruise the skies, film it, and share it with you. Well, also, I cannot wait to get a haircut, as I said before. Thanks for watching, stay healthy, and stay safe. See you.